At first glance, it's a perfect picture of family fun. A night at the bowling alley for the Paytons from the small town of Nineveh in Johnson County. But the Payton family has overcome many obstacles to have these moments of joy. Life stress is so heavy, they came crashing down. And Anita Payton, a wife and mother of 3, buckled under the weight.
I had no capability of functioning or dealing with the stress anymore. I would cry every day. I cried myself to sleep. I couldn't stop the tears just going to work. I would go to work and I'd cry, and I couldn't stop crying.
That was 2 years ago when her husband Jim had suffered a stroke from which he recovered. But Anita's palpable pain had been building for years. She says it started during the family's biggest health crisis. Her son, 18-year-old Jeremiah, was born with a birth defect that threatened his life.
First year of his life, we dealt with seizures, and they were to the point to where we were resuscitating him several times a week in the hospital.
Jeremiah had Sturge-Weber syndrome, a condition that affects the development of blood vessels in the body. He had a vascular malformation on his brain.
Basically, there was not enough room between his skull and his brain where this huge lump of blood vessels were. And because of that, as he grew, it was cutting circulation off to areas of the brain, causing the brain tissue to die.
At the tender age of 9 months, surgeons disconnected the left hemisphere of Jeremiah's brain to stop the seizures. When that didn't work long term, surgeons performed a radical procedure on his brain as his only hope of survival at age 5.
He had half his brain removed. It was the only way to save his life.
The surgery was so incomprehensible that it rocked the Payton family's world. But after the surgery, Jeremiah was what some call a miracle. Although he doesn't have full use of his right hand and arm, he plays flag football, runs track, he's an avid sportsman, and as you see here, even bowling isn't out of his lane.
He's proven his doctors wrong. So many things they said he would never do, he does, and he does them well. But then to still wake up with the nightmares and to still be afraid every day. I was able to kind of push it back and hide it for a long time.
The repercussions of fighting for a child's life still reverberate, impacting the whole family of 5, including an older daughter, Rebecca, now in college. But the damage struck the youngest daughter, Reagan, the closest in age to Jeremiah, particularly hard.
A lot of days I couldn't function. Like I would have meltdowns constantly.
For Reagan, now 15 years old, loneliness tormented her. Other children sometimes feel a loss of love when their family is focused on a child with a life-threatening condition.
And little kids don't understand that, and it broke her heart too.
Well, my brother, growing up with him, it was hard. And I grew up not getting very much attention because the attention had to focus on him.
Although Reagan loved her brother, created many memories with him, and knew it wasn't his fault, she still felt deep pain, depression, and rejection at home and at school where bullies teased her about her appearance.
My weight. I've lost weight since then, but like kids are mean. Like kids are so mean.
So Reagan sought friends and love on social media, manipulated by a few young men who took advantage of her innocence, her heartbreak, and led her down a path of darkness and more rejection.
I just felt unwanted.
Reagan's lowest point was a devastating option, one you hope no one chooses, especially a child.
Last summer, I attempted suicide. And I had been going through a lot. My relationship with my family was like tumbling, so I just wanted a way out. And I'm like, even if it doesn't work, I have, someone can help me get out of this hole that I have dug myself into so far, because I was so far into this hole that I couldn't even get out myself.
But love lifted them, the love of a Johnson County community that is supporting families like the Paytons. The community donates to the Johnson Memorial Hospital Foundation. The foundation then partners with adult and child health so their staff can provide therapy and other mental health services at Johnson Memorial Hospital and other locations.
Reagan actually gets school-based counseling where the counselors come to the school and they are based there at the school. That way, every day, if she needs somebody to talk to, she has access to somebody to speak with.
Reagan gets therapy for depression and anxiety. Anita for depression and post-traumatic stress disorder from abuse as a child inflicted by a mentally ill mother and the trauma of her son's health crisis.
Anita is someone who is an amazing individual because she's had layers of trauma and she's just done an amazing job of overcoming that.
Through therapy, Anita has found time to relax. She's living with less fear, and she's rediscovering joy.
I can be thrilled and cry for happiness at my son's milestones, or, my daughter's milestones, or everybody else's milestones.
And therapy helped her embrace more family time and embrace herself just as she is.
I've learned that it's okay not to be perfect. That I am beautiful in my beautiful imperfections.
Today, Reagan sees more beauty in life, in living.
It's helped me through so much. And I would not be here if I wasn't in therapy.
Therapy has also built a stronger bond between this mother and child.
My mom and I, we've gotten closer. We've gotten so much closer.
Well, I think she understands a little bit more, why things are the way they were. And it's also, helped us all to basically understand each other's feelings.
And therapy helped bridge the unintentional divide between Reagan and Jeremiah.
Yeah! We're on good terms, and I love my brother. He's so cool.
The Payton family is thankful to the Johnson Memorial Hospital Foundation and the community for helping mend their brokenness. And they stand together against the stigma surrounding mental health.
The stigma's a lie. We all are affected by it. Our mental health is a part of us, good, bad, or ugly. It's what we are. We all need help. We all need somebody to kind of lead us in the right way.
Because life can feel good again. Laughter can replace the pain. Families can reconnect and find hope when a community cares.